You get it to the width, and I usually like higher step. Put a rag on top of it, and that's higher.
Oh wow, it's multiple pages. Holy cow.
I cannot begin to describe how lucky I feel to have you as my partner forever. Let's start at the beginning. I still remember seeing you across the GDX basement like it was yesterday. Your big blonde hair, your I know how cute I am confidence, and your freshman year, I don't know anyone, but let's figure this out insecurities were all on display. I honestly think you running away from me that first night may have had a lasting impact on me, as that is one of the most vivid details of the first night. You turned and walked down the back door of the pit and left me awestruck. Then it was Saturday, October 20th, 2012, and I had just walked into the house after getting back from Columbia, and there you were standing in Corbin's room. Honestly, I couldn't tell you much about that night, other than we never left each other's side. I guess we'll never know if it happened in Alex Douglas's room or the GDX dance floor. It's our first kiss. What I can tell you is there was no turning back from that point on. Evidenced by the fact that I kissed you in public in front of Dartmouth Hall the next day. From there, our romance truly began, and we were in love 12 weeks later, on a bridge in the Chicago River. I look back on these times, and they all feel so long ago, but like they were yesterday at the same time. I could go on forever about the memories we have made together, but I don't think there is enough time or enough paper to write them all down. So let's move on, because the last 9 years were amazing. Oh my gosh, wow, he's a novelist. Here we are, October 2nd, 2021, and I can't help but look back on everything we've been through together. We have had our ups and downs, our shares of hardships, and been by each other's side as we oh my gosh, mourned or worried for others. I never feel better than when I'm with you, and want to thank you for being by my side through thick and thin. Moving from sad stuff, you are the best person I know. I love you for who you are and what you do for others. People look to you. Crap, this is not a good sign for the wedding. Including me, because of your poise. That's ironic. Grace, thoughtfulness, and ability to lead others. I get to watch, like, damn, she's amazing. In this regard, I want to thank you. You make me better at everything I do. As a person, a partner, at work, with family, you name it, I am better at it because of you. Keep being you, babe. And I don't think you have any idea how powerful your positive impact is on others. And now I sit here and think about what is next and can't help but smile and tear up. And one, how lucky I am, and two, how excited I am to share this life with you and what is to come. I cannot wait to start a family. Oh gosh. Our hijos, niños are going to be I hope they're gonna be just like you. And damn, they're gonna be athletic. Oh my gosh. I hope they get your heart, your legs, and your 5'10", 5 speed, and my hair color. Oh man. I love you, Kayden, and our wedding day, here is what I promise you. To be there for you through everything and anything. You're mad at me for no apparent reason. To always put you and our family first no matter what. To work, I'm not going to read that one out loud. To work on my flatulence, even if you don't fix your burping issue. To hold your hand, wipe your tears, or smile with you through any success or challenges life throws our way. There's nothing we can't handle together. To challenge you to be the best that you can be. To work to find common ground and understanding when we don't see eye to eye. To end up in Texas when it's time. To admit that you were number 9 first. There we go. To love you deeply, passionately, and more every single day forever. I love you, hot stuff. I am the luckiest man in the world to have you. Love, Steven. P.S. I love this paper, so I wrote as much as possible to what I originally had. And that's, wow, that's me, a little novelist there. Hopefully I was loud enough. Kind of made it through.
My favorite part, hijos is children in Spanish.
I think that's what it said.
Cheers! Okay, this door doesn't shut anymore, so don't look in here. Oh my gosh.
You're the tallest, so I can't reach.
Okay, can I help you?
What's happening?
In all seriousness, like, I love every one of you guys like a brother. Been by my side through tons of ups and downs. And everyone here through Kayden and I's entire relationship together. You guys are just, the best friends a guy could have. So, love you all. Never above you, never below you, always beside you.
Yeah.
To my future husband, I can't believe that the Italian stallion that I met in the frat basement is the guy I will be meeting at the end of the aisle today. And I cannot feel any more blessed. Even though we have grown and evolved quite a bit over the past 9 years, you are still the passionate, hardworking, and brilliant guy I fell in love with then. I could not feel more honored to be your wife. To be able to spend our lives together and continue this incredible journey is something that I will never take for granted. You have given me so much, not only unbelievable memories around the world, our first child, and now a home, but also your love, your steadiness, and your wisdom. It's not that I can't live a day without you, because we are two amazingly independent people. It's that I haven't wanted to spend a day without you in my life. Whether it's us just setting to spend time with our families, or our lazy Southie days with Marcus, I love every minute we spend together, and I look forward to the next 100 years together. I promise to love you every day, even when times are hard. I promise to put our family first and fight for it with all of my heart. Now let's go celebrate and dance our butts off with those hundreds of people who apparently really like us. See you soon, handsome. I love you. Yours forever, hot stuff. P.S. I hope you enjoy part 2 of your wedding surprise. Don't look too surprised. These ones are just for me.
Okay.
Very excited to start this day with my favorite people in the world, so thank you guys. Very happy. Yeah, mermaid. Like, can't not do mermaid with that figure, girl.
Okay, can you do that snap right there, huh? And then let me get the buttons going.
Perfect. Okay. It's JJ, right?
Yes.
Can you help with the buttons on this sleeve?
Yes.
While we're trying to figure this out.
Mom,
this is hard to do.
I know, you gotta really pull it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. It's just for timing purposes. I was like, yeah.
Did you get it?
No, I
Okay,
can't.
here, I
I
think
can do
I
it.
can get it. Okay.
All right, Kayden, it's your wedding day. I am so thrilled. We have been waiting for this for a long time, not just the proposal. I think that all came when it was supposed to, but we are here on October 2nd. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited for you and Steven's life together. This has not been stressful at all, wink, but you have seriously looked poised even when you were not poised. So you are beautiful. I am so excited for you. I have no advice because you're much better at love than I am, but I'm so excited to watch you and Steven grow together. I love you.
Kayden, Steven, I am so thrilled for you guys. Everything has been amazing so far. Steven, I've known you since I was 12. You've seen me grow up. It has been an honor and a privilege to grow up with you guys, and I cannot wait to babysit your kids pretty soon here. I love you both so much and can't wait to celebrate you guys tonight. Okay.
Like together.
Just, we love you, Kayden?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh wait, are we just saying that? Okay, yeah, let's just do that. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. We love you, Kayden!
Oh shoot, these are heavy.
Let's go for it. And surprise! Kayden, go give them a hug.
You're making me cry and my eyelash is gonna fall.
No crying, we're not allowed to cry.
There's gonna be eyelashes all over the dance floor.
Yeah,
literally. And weaves. And weaves.
Hey man, I'm the best man. I'm like Dazzo, Steven's older brother. I've been my best friend since 1992, the year he was born. This day has been a long time coming, and super excited about tonight, and so happy that he found a girl like Kayden. She's perfect for him, and I super excited to have her as my sister as well. So this is gonna be an awesome night, and just looking forward to this. So.
You don't have to talk too loud. Just talk like we're having a normal conversation.
Me to you?
Yes, sir.
So I'm speaking to you like you're Kayden?
Exactly. This is Kayden, right?
All right.
When you're ready, sir, go right ahead.
Thank you. So Kayden, we just did the first look. You looked stunning, of course. And I am so excited about tonight, and I'm so excited about your coming days and months and years with Stephen, who is the dream son-in-law. I wish you all the very best.
Welcome, everybody. Please be seated. We are gathered here to celebrate the joining of Stephen Dazzo and Kayden Cook in the divine covenant of marriage. There are no obligations on earth more tender than those they are about to make. There are no vows more meaningful than those they are about to assume. Marriage is the closest of all relationships. It should be entered into reverently, thoughtfully, and with a full understanding of its spiritual nature. The presence of God will be a witness to this marriage, a sealer of this union. Love can be one of the highest experiences. At its best, it reduces our selfishness, deepens our personalities, and makes life far more meaningful. Marriage is ordained as a public recognition of the private experience of love and as a sanctifying of both parties to its greatest purposes. A wedding is a joyful event, but a successful marriage is an accomplishment. Matrimony symbolizes the ultimate intimacy between a man and a woman. Yet, this closeness should not diminish, but strengthen the individuality of each partner. A good marriage is one in which each appoints the other the guardian of his or her solitude. Once it is accepted, then between the closest of people, individual differences continue to exist. A wonderful marriage may flourish. Such a union can only be created by loving purpose and maintained by abiding will. And now we invite Stephen's uncle, John, to read from the Holy Bible.
Hello. Today's reading is from Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 through 17. Since God chose you to be the holy people he loves, you must clothe yourself with tender-hearted mercy, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. Above all, clothe yourself with love, which binds us all together to perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to live in peace, and always be thankful. Let the message about Christ in all its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with all the wisdom he gives. And whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks through him to God the Father.
Thank you, John. On this day of your marriage, you stand somewhat apart from all persons. You stand within the charmed circle of your love, and that is as it should be. Being together as one is true marriage, when it is based on a deep and indivisible communion between two souls who intend to find completion in one another. Author Winford Peterson wrote, "A good marriage needs to be created. It involves never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, 'I love you,' frequently, and at no time should one take the other for granted. It is speaking of words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude to one another. It is not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have the wings of an angel. It is rather cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each of you may grow. Matrimony symbolizes the ultimate intimacy between man and woman. It is not merely a union between two beings. It is a union between two spirits, and the intention of that union is to strengthen and support both of you. Marriage is a new beginning, a new starting point in your lives in which you work for mutual happiness and mutual fulfillment. Today, your separate lives, with their individual memories and desires, merge into one. From this day onward, you will come closer together than ever before. You will love one another in sickness and in health, for better and for worse, and your tasks and goals in life will be fulfilled much more easily because of the loving support each of you will receive from the other. And now we invite Kayden's cousin for a very special performance. All right. In this spirit, Stephen and Kayden, would you hold hands? Stephen, do you take Kayden to be your wife, to love and to cherish, to honor and to comfort, in sorrow or in joy, in hardship or in ease, from this day forward?
I do.
Kayden, do you take Stephen to be your husband, to love and to cherish, to honor and to comfort, in sorrow or in joy, in hardship or in ease, from this day forward?
I do.
We may not make it through the ceremony.
Dramatic pause.
These are the words of E.E. Cummings. I wish it would be shorter. For me to love is to love freely and without reservation. I'm sincerely interested in your well-being. Whatever your needs are, I will fulfill them and will bend my desires depending on the importance of your needs. When you are lonely, I will be there. And in that loneliness, when you need to talk, I will listen. When you need to listen, I will talk. When you need the strength of my touch, I will touch you. And when you need to be held, I will hold you. Stephen, do you have the ring? Okay. Would you repeat after me? With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
And pledge my faithful love.
And pledge my faithful love.
Go ahead and put the ring. You have too many diamonds here. Okay, and Kayden, do you have a ring? For Stephen, there you go. And Kayden, as you place the ring on Stephen's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
And pledge my faithful love.
And pledge my faithful love.
The ring is just a symbol of your marriage, symbolic of the fact that you have pledged yourself in marriage. As a ring is a perfect circle without end, it is a wish and hope of all that your marriage will be as perfect and will be without end. There is an American Indian wedding blessing, this is for you, Mr. Cook, that I think will be really the nicest thing for you at this moment. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be sheltered by the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be the warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness. Now there is no more loneliness. Now there is no more loneliness. Now you are two persons with one life before you. Go now to your calling place and enter into the days of togetherness. May your days be good and long upon the earth. May these betrothed fulfill the covenant of their vows. May they be a blessing and a comfort to each other, encouraging each other in whatever they set out to achieve, sharing each other's joys, helping each other as occasion requires, having grown to trust themselves and each other, and be unafraid to walk in life as husband and wife. And may you continue to love each other forever. And now, as much as Stephen and Kayden have consented to one another in wedlock and have pledged themselves each to the other in our presence, by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Dazzo, the new power couple in Texas and Illinois.
Hello, newlyweds. We're so excited for you and we're appreciative you let us be a part of this most beautiful day and wedding.
An incredible weekend. Clearly everyone's having a terrible time, but we love you guys.
And you're stunning. Have babies soon.
Most perfect couple. Y'all are beautiful and we love you guys and wish you a lifetime of happiness.
To the Dazzo.
Kayden, we made it, and it was quite the experience through all the stuff going on in the world, but it has been a really fun year hanging out with you a lot, and we love you, Stephen, and are so glad you're part of our mission. Mom, do you want to say congratulations? Congratulations, Kayden, Stephen. Yeah. We wish you a long, happy marriage and again. Well, I interrupted her. Go again, Mom. That was it. That was it.
Say one more thing about stashing money.
Oh, you're supposed to. The wife is supposed to cuddle her money. Yeah, yeah. Oh, in a nutshell.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me. Just the thought of you does things to me never before. Has someone been more unforgettable?
Unforgettable
In every way.
in every way.
And forevermore. That's how we'll stay.
Oh, that's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable.
First off, I want to start just by thanking everybody who's here, but more importantly, those who are not here that we know are with us in spirit. There's plenty of them out there. We love you. Thank you. Second, for those that are here and have traveled from all over the place, we couldn't be more appreciative for that. But more importantly, everybody in this room has played a part in bringing Kayden and I here right now, and for that, we'll be forever grateful. Thirdly, to our parents, Jeff and Lisa, Beth, Perry, Mom and Dad, we can't put into words how thankful we are for everything you all have done for us. We love you. Thank you. And then finally, to my bride, Kayden. I feel on top of the world right now. You make me better every day, and I love you more than anything. So now, I'll see everybody on the dance floor tonight.
Gracious God, we gather today with so much joy in our hearts. As Kayden and Stephen begin their married life together, we thank you for this great community that surrounds them and supports them. For everyone here, those who traveled from near and far, friends and family, for all these people, we give you thanks. God, we thank you also for Kayden and Stephen. They bring so much light into the world. We thank you for their love, their joy, their caring hearts, their zest for life. Stay has been such a beautiful expression of their love. We're grateful for all the people who made this possible. For all the planning and preparing, we give you thanks. God of grace, we ask that you would bless this food to our bodies, bless the conversations around each table, bless the laughter, bless the celebration, bless the dancing. We ask all this in the name of the Creator and the Savior and the Sustainer. Amen.
Realize something really important. I know this crowd pretty well, kind of a right-wing crowd, not all of you. And a lot of people worry about America. What's going to happen? How are we going to come out of this? And you know how we're going to come out of this? That. The best and the brightest and the nicest and the hardest working, that is the future of the United States of America. And in a couple of years, Texas. So that's what this is. This represents the best of the best. And as a father, you don't have anything to do, or mother, with who your kids end up with, really. And in my business, in Mr. Massengale's business, we see a lot of families where they just, they can't stand the in-laws, and it is a thing. And so 9 years ago, Kayden starts dating this guy, and I heard a little bit about it from Lisa. And she said, the parents are very nice. They're from Chicago. I'm a downstater. They're very nice. Their son, he's kind of a city kid. I'm just like, oh boy, how's this going to be? And then, you know, we got to know them, and super nice people. And then 2 years ago, the Dazzos came to Texas for Thanksgiving. And we had an absolute ball. We had kind of a little bit of fractuosity on our trail ride, but got to know them. I mean, I really did then. And they are wonderful people. Wonderful people. And there are a lot of nice people that are just boring as heck. That is not them. That is not them. And that is not their children. And so this summer, we go up for some kind of wedding thing, and flew to Chicago. Hadn't been there in 40 years. We had a great time on Friday, and then Saturday we went to the Dazzo's house. And this young lady, Beth, one of 11 children, 10 other siblings, scattered all over the place, Arizona, Florida, Kansas. Every one of them showed up at that party. Every single one. The Dolans. I was flabbergasted. And I thought, how lucky Kayden and Lisa and Jeff and the Cooks are to be folded into that kind of family. We are so lucky, and we know it. So thank you to the Dazzos and the Dolans for letting us have some of that. That's number one. Number two, so if you're a dad and your daughter is, you know, of marrying age, which is older now than it was, but you know, what do you want? I mean, what do you know, if you're, well, you'd ask for, you know, Lisa's a little superficial. So you would want a really handsome guy. And so out of central casting comes Stephen Dazzo. You know, I mean, there are a lot of good-looking people in this crowd. I'll tell you right now. I mean, Judge Massengale. But I mean, that you know, that's a 10 on a scale of 10. So that's one thing. You would want smart. You would want hardworking. You would want someone, most importantly, that loves your daughter and treats her well and treats her with respect. And that is what we got. We could not have done better, and we know it. We love Stephen Dazzo. All of us. So it's a little weird to have 4 kids and talk about just one. Strange thing. So Jordan and Will and Cambry, your time will come. Will next June. But let me talk about Kayden. But you cannot talk about Kayden without talking about her mother. So Lisa and I get married. We decided to have kids. And we made a deal. And the deal was, you know, you go to work, make a little money. I'm going to take care of these kids. And I think I did okay on my part. She was fantastic. Without a lot of help from me during hunting season, for sure. And that girl and that lady are joined at the hip in many respects. So Kayden couldn't have been Kayden without Lisa. And I know it. So now, Kayden. So she's a little kid, and I wasn't very good with little kids. I mean, what do you do with them exactly? And then she got to be old enough to play soccer. like all Southlake kids. And fairly early on, no disrespect to her teammates at the time, she was this prodigy. She was fast, she was smart, she was aggressive. Lisa and I thought for a long time what going to soccer games meant is you watch your daughter go out there, steal the ball from the other team, score like 6 goals. And it was so much fun. We had a blast. And then, I'll remember this forever, goalies. Goalies became a thing because the little kids, they didn't have goalies. And so instead of just zooming down the field and kick the ball in the goal, there's this person who can grab the ball. And we watched the game, and Kayden stole the ball from somebody, zoomed down the field, and when she crossed whatever that line is called, Bill probably knows, the girl grabbed the ball, and she took it. And Kayden was astonished. And so we went into near the end of the game, it was 0-0. And then Kayden, who's pretty smart also, she stole the ball, she went zooming down the field, and before whatever that line is called, she stopped about 2 feet in front of it. And the other girl, goalie, she kicked this rocket right at her head. And that girl was smart enough to fall on the ground. The ball went in the goal, and they won 1-0, and it was glorious. So I'll always remember that. And then when she figured out that soccer players were mostly giant, strong people, she switched to volleyball. Lisa came home one day and she said, hey, Kayden's going to play volleyball. And I thought that was great. I had to get a rule book to figure out how that worked. Never seen one. And she very quickly became a very gifted volleyball player. And we started watching volleyball, learned the rules. It was so much fun. And then as a freshman at Southlake High School, she was on a really good team, had good teammates that were undefeated. And she was fixing to enter her sophomore, junior, senior years when the varsity could play. And in our very good luck for us, the coach at the time, who had been the Southlake coach for many years, widely reported to be not very good, committed an indiscretion in a parking lot during school time. And she got fired for that. So this new coach comes on, and of the people that had an effect on Kayden's life, I think she would tell you Arthur Stanfield was the coach. And he was mean. He particularly would pick on Kayden because I think he thought he could because she was tough. And they, as a sophomore, they did pretty well. As juniors, they did really well. And as seniors, they had the best team probably in the United States. And then fate intervened. Despite being the #1 ranked team in the country most of the year, losing, I think, 1 game, they lost in the second round of the playoffs, not because of Kayden, because one of her teammates, who's not here, folded. So she wasn't quite ready to give up volleyball, which I think she would have. So Lisa and Kayden and I go to Dartmouth, 9 years ago. Or not, that would be 10 years ago. And I had all kinds of prejudices against it. It's far away, bunch of Yankees, no good. That was dispelled within an hour, and we had a wonderful time up there, and she decided to go to Dartmouth. And I remember meeting with her coach, who Lisa had a few issues with, but she recruited Kayden, and I told her 2 things. I said, you recruit her, she's going to do her best, and she's going to be the best in the big games. And that led to that. Nine years ago, plus or minus a few weeks, Stephen wanders onto the scene, and the rest is kind of history. So what I have to say is this. There are no 2 luckier people than Lisa and Jeff. Good night.
All right, at this time, we're going to invite the bride to join her dad on the dance floor. to share a special father-daughter dance together.
Each other's face, so much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on, and I'm not gonna stand in your way. But I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I pray that she finds you someday, but it's still so hard to give her away. I loved her first.
Since we are in the free state of Texas, I've been practicing my y'alls and howdies. Because back in Chicago, we say, yo, you guys. So, y'all, tonight, we celebrate Kayden and Steven becoming Mr. and Mrs. In honor of that, I'd like to share some special memories of Steven. It seems like both yesterday and a lifetime ago, we were little kids growing up in Arlington Heights. Steven was always the wild one of the two of us. Our Gramps Dolan gave him the nickname Torpedo because he was always launching himself into things, resulting in broken bones and stitches. Most of you don't know, but Steven was the youngest person in America to ever earn a driver's license. This is a copy. The original is in the Smithsonian. At age 3, Steven got out of his car seat when our dad, sorry to call you out, left the car to get something from the house. Steven managed to put the running and parked car into gear and drive it across the street into the tree. And it could have been worse. He steered the car between two luxury vehicles. Some of the best memories include our annual family ski trips, summer vacations in Minnesota, our many trips playing travel hockey, and playing football for Prospect High School. People have always compared the two of us. They considered Steven the better natural athlete, bigger, stronger, faster. But the last time I checked, I'm the only Dazzo who can brag about a state championship. And remember that. And if they didn't compare us, they confused us. Griffin Schneider, my parents' 7-year-old neighbor, still calls me Steven. I see him once a week. I've also never been congratulated more than after Steven gave the school's homecoming speech his senior year at Dartmouth. Speaking of Dartmouth, in the fall of 2011, Steven started his college and football career there. Our family had great times in Hanover, New Hampshire, over the next 4 years with Steven and his Dartmouth family, many of with whom are here tonight. What he didn't know then was that he was starting his life as we know it. That following fall, Steven met a beautiful young woman from South Lake, Texas, and the rest was history. Kayden blended with our family with her easygoing ways, sense of humor, and quality pickleball game. Kayden, I couldn't think of a better partner for my little bro. And Steve, you hit the lottery, man. Today, we officially welcome Kayden and the entire Cook family. I think it's shut off. But please all raise your glasses. Kayden and Steven, tonight, as you begin your life's journey together as Mr. and Mrs. Daz, may you be blessed with health, happiness, and a love that grows stronger every day. We love you both. Cheers.
Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my life with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you'll do. For the morning sun and all its glory. Troubles, that's what you'll do. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my life with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you'll do. Fill my life with laughter, somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. Fill my life with gladness, take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do.
Hey everybody, my name is Cambry Cook. If you couldn't tell genetically, I am Kayden's little sister. I'm gonna preface this with the fact that I am not amazing at public speaking, but I'd like to think I am a pretty good storyteller. So I'm going to tell y'all a quick story about my lovely sister, Kayden. So I was about 8 years old. Kayden is 7 years older than me, so she was, if I'm doing math correctly, she was about 15. So we were having a grand old time. We were swimming in our pool, and Kayden looks at me and gets this really serious look on her face. And she goes, Cambry, Mom, Dad, and I talked, and we really think that it's time that we talk to you about something. And so I'm looking at her like, oh my God, what's about to happen? So Cambry, you were born both a boy and a girl. And we think that it's time, you're old enough now, to decide what you want to be. So I look at her and I'm just distraught. And she goes, okay, I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna go in the kitchen, and whenever you're ready, whenever you've made your decision, you come inside and you tell us what it is that you wanna be. So I have this vivid memory of hanging on to the underside of our diving board, staring out into the distance, contemplating my entire 8 years of being alive. So I finally make my decision, and I walk inside. Kayden's in the kitchen, my mom is in the kitchen, Will is in the kitchen. So I take a big, deep breath. I want to be a girl. Kayden collapses to the floor with laughter. Will is looking at everybody like, I want to be in on this joke. What's going on? And my mom just looks at Kayden, what have you done? I'm still traumatized by this, by the way. Thank you for that. Kayden, you tormented me. You stole my clothes and my makeup. You did everything a big sister is supposed to do to torture their younger sister. But for 21 years, I've hoped to grow up to be half as intelligent, charismatic, and beautiful as my big sister. Despite having drank too much on your senior spring break, you are still and always will be my greatest role model. If you know the story, you know what I'm talking about. Steven, thank you for putting up with me for the last 9 years. I know you didn't expect to gain another crazy and wild little sister, Emma, but I am so lucky to get to call you my big brother. I love you both and can't wait to watch your future together unfold. Please make me an aunt soon. Cheers.
Those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordan, and I'm Kayden's big sister, even though I'm 5 inches shorter, and she could definitely beat me up anytime she wanted to. We're a very violent family. Y'all, I just want to start by saying we made it. What a day, and there's still so much celebrating left to do. Can we give a big hand to the parents of the bride and the groom, Jeff and Lisa Cook, Beth and Perry Dazzo. Let's also give the biggest round of applause to Kate and Michelle Cook, who has spent literally every day of 2021 making this a memorable event for every single guest in this room. Stephen helped. Kayden's dedication to making this wedding the incredible event that it is emblematic of who she is as a person. Kayden is a detail-oriented perfectionist who knows what looks good. She's also so much fun. I'm gonna tell y'all 3 things. I'm in consulting, so I'm gonna tell you 3 things, and then we're done, that I love about my little sister. So the first thing, Kayden commits to her family. She puts family first, always. For example, can anyone guess which Illinois-born cowboy inspired this venue choice? We all love your vibe, Dad, so much. Kayden has spent as much time in Texas this year as any other Cook sibling has. And we all actually live here. Sorry, Stephen, just make Boston less cold. Another example, even though Kayden lives 2,000 miles away, she has been by her grandparents' side at almost every opportunity. Grandma Margaret, it means the world to Kayden that you are here today because you are one of the most important people in her life, and you always will be. Can we have a round of applause for Grandma Margaret? My final note on family, Kayden, you're going to be such a great mom someday. The entire family's waiting. Number 2. The second thing I adore about Kayden, she's got great taste. Whether it's her fashion, or interior design sense, or her selection of amazing friends, Kayden always hits the mark. But her best selection to date is undoubtedly the incredible Stephen Dazzo. Stephen, we are so excited to have you as a part of our family. Now my dad can make you do chores, like mending fences, gutting deer, cleaning the inside of the horse trailer, even though you're allergic to horses, pitching pumpkins into the woods. Yes, guys, these are all typical Cook household activities without worrying about scaring you off. Stephen, you have passed the test of resiliency. But really, you are so poised, Stephen, and you're not too loud, and we need more of that in this family. So we welcome you. We love you, Stephen. 3, the third and final thing I love about my sister. There's only 3, I'm just kidding. Guys, behind the princess vibes, this girl is feisty. We've all heard plenty of stories over the past few days about her attacks on friends and foes alike. We just heard a great story from Cambria, thank you. And I've got another one, actually. Throughout the first 5 years of Kayden's life, I had bite marks up and down my arms, on my stomach, my legs. Y'all, it was so painful. We'd be playing, everything would be normal, and all of a sudden she'd get this look in her eye, and she'd just start running at me from across the room, ready to attack like a little Chucky doll. It was absolutely terrifying. And Dad and Lisa, I know you remember these attacks. You guys, at 3 years old, Kayden woke up every day and she chose violence. Then one day, in about the year 1998, when Kayden was 5 years old, she turned into the thoughtful, poised angel we have sitting here today. You guys, look at her. But y'all, and especially Steven, don't forget she can turn into that little demon doll at any second. So I would recommend minding your P's and Q's. Kayden, it is an honor to be your sister. I tell you that all the time, and even though it weirds you out, kind of, I couldn't mean it more, and I'm never gonna stop telling you that. It is truly an honor. I love you so much. And in closing, you guys, Kayden and Steven, you are going to have such a good life together. Everybody in this room knows that. No, not only are you both annoyingly gorgeous on the outside, but you are both absolutely incredible people. Everyone is so excited to watch you two grow together, challenge one another, conquer whatever the world puts in front of you, and I'll say it one more time, even though everyone else already has, have the most good-looking children on the planet. So, may we all please raise our glass for the couple of the year, Kayden and Steven Dazzo!
Thank you for having Brad Jackson and Donnie Jackson here.
Brad and Donnie.
And Steven, thank you for being the ringer at every Thanksgiving football game. The Turkey Bowl wouldn't be the same without you.
Walk on through.
He told them that we're about to hit our first anniversary, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So we went to Turks and Caicos.
We did Turks and Quesos, so I would say
Quesos.
Yeah, Turks and Quesos. And then what I would do is Olive Garden and nothing else.
All right, what are we doing here?
Yeah, give us something.
No, something real, something real.
3, 2, 1, cut. Or action.
Turks and quesos?
Turks and Quesos.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
Kayden and Steven, congratulations on getting married. Thank you so much for the invite.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate crashing your wedding and hope for many more years of happiness.
Okay. My two beautiful people, Kayden and Steven. I'm like, where am I looking? But hello, you. I think it's obvious we love you. We support you all the way. you're our favorites and you're really hot, so.
I was saying this to someone earlier, but I feel like I don't know a Kayden without Steven.
Yes, that's true.
We met Kayden at 18. I met Steven, her little guy that she was dating, at her 19th birthday party. Hey, I'm talking over this. We love Steven. He is a part of Kayden, and we're so glad that they're finally united in marriage.
Yeah.
And this is the best party I've ever been to.
The best party
ever.
You guys
Woo!
Kayden, Dad, you two are some of the best friends in the world. Wish we could all spend more time together. Love you both. You guys looked amazing today. Can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. What a great day. Cheers to you guys.
On. Look that way.
Is this,
Go.
is it now? So I started?
Yes, you started.
Okay. Well, already I got makeup on your dad, because you know I don't wear makeup, and this is like, this whole thing is so weird. And I need to prepare for a speech. I love you, hon. This has been such an incredible journey. It's been crazy time. We've had our ups and downs, but you are an incredible daughter. And I love Steven, and I don't even know what to say. It's almost magical. Just thank you, God, for how this all worked out. That's it.
It is magical. We love you, Kayden and Steven. Goodbye.
Sure,